Imagine having a conversation so smooth, so natural, that you forget you're not talking to a real person. The jokes land just right, the responses feel thoughtful, and the tone matches your mood perfectly, except it's all coming from lines of code, not a human mind. This isn't the future, it's happening right now. Artificial intelligence has reached a point where it can mimic human conversation in ways that are sometimes indistinguishable from the real thing. But how does a machine learn to talk like us? How does it understand not just words, but meaning, emotion, and even humor? The answer lies in the way AI learns by absorbing massive amounts of human language. Think about how we learn to speak as kids. We listen to our parents, friends, and teachers, picking up phrases, tones, and social cues over time. AI does something similar, but on a much larger scale. Instead of hearing a few thousand conversations, it analyzes millions books, articles, social media posts, movie scripts, and even transcripts of everyday chats. By processing all this text, it starts to recognize patterns. It learns that when someone says, "I'm so tired today," a common response might be, "Did you not sleep well?" It picks up on sarcasm, excitement, and even subtle hints of frustration. One of the biggest game changers in AI conversation has been the development of large language models. These are incredibly powerful programs trained on vast amounts of text data. They don't just memorize sentences, they learn how language works. For example, if you say, "That meeting was longer than a Marvel movie," the AI doesn't just see words, it understands you're making a joke about how dragged out the meeting felt. It can then respond with something like, "Tell me about it. Did they also have a post-credits scene?" This ability to grasp context and nuance is what makes modern AI feel so human. But understanding words is only part of the challenge. Real conversations are full of emotion, and AI has gotten surprisingly good at detecting and mirroring it. Advanced systems can analyze your tone based on word choice, punctuation, and even typing speed. If you message, "Ooh, my flight got cancelled," the AI can tell you're annoyed and might reply, "That's the worst. Airlines never make it easy, do they?" Instead of something robotic like, "Flight cancellation detected, please rebook." Some AI can even adapt its personality, switching between professional, friendly, or humorous depending on the situation. Of course, AI isn't perfect. We've all seen those moments where chatbots say something bizarre or completely miss the point. Maybe it misinterprets a joke or gives an oddly formal answer to a casual question. These hiccups happen because AI doesn't actually understand things the way humans do. It predicts. Based on all the data it's seen, it calculates the most likely response, but sometimes it guesses wrong. The good news, every mistake is a learning opportunity. Developers fine-tune these models based on feedback, teaching them which responses feel natural and which fall flat. Over time, the conversations keep getting smoother. What's really fascinating is how creative AI can be. It doesn't just answer questions, it tells stories, debates topics, and even improvises. Some AI can write poetry, come up with bedtime stories for kids, or role-play as fictional characters. Others can simulate a therapist, a career coach, or a language tutor. The more freely you talk to it, the more it feels like a real conversation. This opens up wild possibilities. Imagine a future where AI tutors help students with homework in a way that feels like talking to a patient teacher, or where customer service bots resolve issues without ever sounding scripted. But with all these advancements, big questions arise. If AI gets too good at mimicking humans, will we always know when we're talking to a machine? Could people form emotional connections with AI, even if it doesn't truly feel anything? And what happens when these systems are used for things like therapy or companionship? Can they ever replace real human interaction? There are no easy answers, but one thing's for sure. AI conversation is changing the way we interact with technology. The next time you ask a chatbot for help, crack a joke with a voice assistant, or even argue with a customer service bot, take a second to appreciate what's happening behind the scenes. That response didn't come from a person, it came from a machine that studied countless human conversations to learn how to talk like us. It's not just about convenience, it's about creating interactions that feel genuine, engaging, and maybe even a little bit human. And as AI keeps evolving, those conversations will only get more natural. Who knows? Someday, chatting with AI might feel as easy as talking to an old friend.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.